What's up, all my trader homies? Kevin here, coming at you from the Touchdown Trades trading dungeon, 30 floors below my house. Corona cough, sorry. So today I want to go over my Thinkorswim scanning setup and show you guys how to set up the 3 scans that I use every day to find the trades that I'm taking. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go up to these tabs up here, and you're going to want to go to the scan section. Alright, so the first trade, or the first scan setup that I want to go over is the gappers. Alright, so I've already got one set up. Thinkorswim is kind of tricky with the gap scan, pre-market scanning, because for some reason it doesn't read it right, and if you just try to use their default pre-market scanner, it doesn't work. So I just got a very basic pre-market gap scan here. So I set the volume criteria to a minimum of 10,000 shares traded. You don't want some low volume, low liquidity bullshit popping up. So I got that set up to filter out some of the nonsense. And then we have the study criteria set at the price change. The high is at least 2.5% greater than 3 bars ago. And we got it, the extended hours checked, and we set it at 4 hours. So that'll bring you back to yesterday, 12 hours ago, and it's looking for stocks that have gapped up at least 2.5%. So you could set this at 5%, 10%, whatever, and you could also add different criteria. If you just want to look for low float stocks, you could put in a price cap, a price criteria, but I'll also show you the website that I use to find the low float runners in the morning. Every morning I go to the Stock Market Watch, and every morning they have a pre-market list of all the gappers. It's a really good site. I'll put the link in the description, and it'll show you the top percent changers in the morning before market open, and that's what I use to find the low float Nasdaq Runners instead of the Thinkorswim. But to find my large cap gappers, I use this right here. Alright, so the next scan that I'm going to show you guys is my Nasdaq Runners. This is what I use intraday after the market is open to find Nasdaq low float stocks that are squeezing up, pushing up. So we got the stock, the minimum price set at $2 right here. I don't have a max, but you could put a max price of, say, 10 bucks if that's what you're typically trading, $2 to $10 price range. I got the percent change at 0. I'll show you why in a little bit, but you could set that at if you want a minimum of 20% or whatever. I got the volume, minimum volume at 15,000 because I got it so low because when the market first opened, I want to be able to see what's running. If there's not a lot of volume traded yet, I want to be able to see, even though there's not a lot of volume, I want to be able to see it moving. I got the asset at minimum a dollar. That's kind of irrelevant because I already have this price criteria set, so you really don't even need that. And I got the max $15, so that's where I'm capping off at this. And I got an unusual volume. The current day's volume has increased 20% over the last day. Alright, and the reason I don't have a minimum percent change is because I have plugged this scan into my sidebar here, which I have up all day long, and I can just filter out the highest percent changers right here. So this MESO was the biggest runner from Friday, so it just lists them all right here from highest to lowest percent change. And then I can link that with my charts I got on a different monitor. So if I see one moving up quick, I can just click it and it'll move it over to the chart real quick. Alright, and I got two more scans that I want to run over, but they're pretty much the same, but just backwards. So I have my large cap gainer scan, where the price is minimum $10, the volume minimum of 100,000 shares traded, and the price change is at least 2.5% greater than yesterday. So what I'm looking for here is high volume and a large cap stock that's making a move up, squeezing up. And I also have the reverse, my losers, where I'm looking for basically the same thing, but for stocks that are moving down. Looking for short trades with this, and stocks that are not necessarily gapping down, but that are trending down intraday. And so what I like to do is on this sidebar here, I like to plug in all my scans by hitting this plus. You add a gadget, and then, or you could go here, switch gadget, watch list, and then you got all your scans under personal, and then you can put whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So I got my losers, my gainers, and my Nasdaq runners. And then I got some news up here where I can just see what the markets, if there's any breaking news, especially in today's market. If New York's having a press conference, Cuomo's about to talk, it can really impact the corona numbers, can really impact what the market's doing. So you want to keep an eye on that. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Trying to grow the channel. Hit that like button for me for the YouTube algorithm. And that'll do it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Drop.